By the end of this video, you'll know how to start an online side hustle with zero upfront costs, even if you've got no spare time, no fancy skills, and no idea where to start. This video is for you if you're ready to turn your free time into extra income. So keep watching because I'm going to tell you exactly how to make it happen. Now, before we get started, can I ask one small favour? If you like what I do here, can you please hit the subscribe button? That keeps me energized to bring you more content. Thank you very much. Let's get into it. Okay, let's begin with tip number one, which is to use skills that you already have instead of buying anything new. Now, a lot of people get very stuck thinking that they need to learn some new skills before making any money. Now, that is a bit of a myth that you need to get past. Now, you already have some very valuable skills that people will gladly pay you for. You just haven't packaged them yet. For example, Sarah, one of my students, thought she had absolutely no marketable skills whatsoever. But we actually realised that she was really good at organising spreadsheets. So she started offering data cleanup services on upwork.com, which is a really good freelancing website. And she actually landed 3 clients in her first month, all without spending $1. Now, I recommend making a skill inventory tonight. You can just write down everything that you've helped friends or co-workers with. This can be things like proofreading, formatting documents, creating social media content and posts, or even things like setting up Zoom meetings. These are all often the easiest to actually monetize because you've already done them without actually thinking. So forget the idea that you need a certificate or a fancy title. You really don't. Clients care more about the results and the outcomes than what's on your wall. Now, Sarah never took a single business course at all, but her first client actually told her that she actually saved them 10 hours of frustration in the first week. Now, a really smart way for you to showcase your experience is to turn personal projects into portfolio pieces. So if you ever helped a friend edit their resume or just improve their Instagram bio or social media in some way, you can actually recreate that before and after and use it as a simple example for your portfolio. So you can actually use canva.com, which is a fantastic tool with AI, to make it visually appealing to anyone. Now, the key thing here is not to wait until you actually feel ready. No one wakes up one day magically confident. This is something that you actually develop. Sarah started very unsure, but the more she actually worked, the more confident she actually became, because confidence comes from doing and taking action and not just waiting. So you can actually start offering your services for free. So you can join platforms like Fiverr.com, which is a really great gig platform where you can sell gigs for just as little as $5, or even Upwork.com or Freelancer.com. These are all some really good websites to start freelancing, and this is where people are already searching for different types of services and for help. Now, this can save you the time of hunting for clients in a cold way. Now, you can actually boost your chances of landing work by just sending personalized proposals instead of generic ones. So you want to reference something very specific from their job posts and show that you understand their problem much better than something else. It's all about how you position yourself from the start. That personal touch really sets you apart very quickly. Let's now move on to tip number 2, which is to start selling without owning any products. Now, you don't need to buy bulk inventory to sell products anymore. Print-on-demand services like Redbubble.com, Teespring.com, or even Merchandise by Amazon actually let you upload designs, and they only print when somebody actually makes a purchase, so you never risk losing money on any stock. Now, Chris, one of my students, made his first $100 just selling mugs with a simple and a funny phrase that he actually spotted trending on TikTok. And he didn't have any design skills at all. He just used free Canva templates to do this. Now, if you actually think I'm not very creative, remember that text-only designs often outsell fancy graphics. Now, Chris's bestseller was literally white text on a black hoodie. The appeal wasn't the art, it was just the message that he used. Now, a smart way to find what's selling is to search on Etsy.com or even use Pinterest for some trend spotting. Now, you want to look for patterns in products with hundreds of reviews. That's the key here. Now, if people are buying those designs, it means there's proven demand for it. Now, the mistake beginners make is actually uploading 1 or 2 designs and then just waiting. You want to upload at least 10 to 15 right away so shoppers feel like they're browsing a real web store. Now, the more products that you actually have, the higher your chances of making sales. So don't rely solely on just organic traffic either. You want to share your product links in niche Facebook groups, but make it very conversational. So you want to engage in the groups a bit. So if someone posts, "Does anyone know where I can find a mug for teachers?" or something like that, you can just reply with your link. It's very helpful and not very spammy. Now, one unique strategy here is to actually read negative reviews of similar products and solve those issues in your own listings. Now, Chris found people complaining about small mug sizes, so he only offered large sizes and mentioned it in his title. Now, that small tweak actually boosted his conversions. So for long-term results, mix trendy designs with evergreen products. That is a really good combination. Now, Chris had one holiday themed bestseller, but his evergreen designs kept sales coming in after the trend actually died away. Let's now move on to tip number 3, which is to offer microservices that people cannot resist. Now, big projects tend to scare clients because they take up a lot of time and they tend to cost more money. But small, fast microservices are usually easier to sell. Now, Mia, one of my students, started charging just $5 for removing backgrounds and doing other editing touches from photos using a free tool called remove.bg. And within just 3 weeks, she was making nearly $150 a week because people just kept reordering. Now, I recommend choosing something that you can actually finish in under 30 minutes. You want to find a task that you can do in around 30 minutes. Now, this speed helps to build some good momentum, which earns you some very good reviews and makes platforms like Fiverr.com push your gig higher in the search. Now, you want to make sure that you don't wait for clients to actually find you. You want to message small businesses directly. So you can go on Instagram and do a search for local stores with blurry product photos and just offer to fix one for free as a simple demo. Now, Mia actually did this with a local bakery and they really liked her work, and they actually hired her to edit 100 more images for them. So forget the idea that small equals less valuable. Small jobs often become recurring. So you want to start with small jobs first. Now, one of Mia's clients ordered from her weekly for 3 months because they needed constant updates for their online shop. Now, you want to make sure that your service description is crystal clear. So you want to tell them exactly what they will get, how many edits, and what you'll actually deliver. Now, people will actually pay more for certainty and for clarity. And you want to deliver earlier than promised as well. If you say 24 hours in your delivery and you deliver it in 6, you will stand out instantly. So you want to do things like this. That's exactly how Mia got her first 5-star review, which then brought in more clients without her having to do any pitching. Now, when you have good reviews, gradually raise your price if you want to, but just do it incrementally. Now, Mia went from $5 to $15 and still kept her clients because by then they valued her speed and her reliability. Let's now move on to tip number 4, which is to build a personal brand that brings clients to you. Now, building a brand isn't just about going viral, it's about becoming known in a small corner of the internet. Now, Alex, one of my students, had under 300 followers but landed his first $500 a month retainer because he posted the right content for the right people. Now, I suggest posting quick, helpful tips and advice in your niche. Now, Alex shared daily 20-second videos about making Etsy listings much more clickable. Now, someone saw 5 of his videos in a week, sent him a few messages and hired him after that. Now, you want to make sure that your profile is conversion ready. So you want to use a clear, high quality photo, a bio that says exactly what you do, and include a clickable link if you can, and a pinned post with your best tip or a client transformational story. So you want to have these things in place. This way, anyone stumbling on your profile instantly knows who you are and how you can actually help them. So you want to actually show your personality as well. People hire people that they like and they know and they trust, not just faceless logos. Now, Alex started sharing behind the scenes videos of his messy desk and followers really liked it, and it made him much more relatable to his audience. Now you don't want to just passively wait for some reach, you want to comment on different posts from larger accounts within your niche. So you want to get engaging here. So you want to share thoughtful and short insights. This gets your profile in front of their audience for free. So you want to engage as much as you can. And always include a next step in your content as well. So you want to link your portfolio, service page, or even a free guide in your bio so people can move from liking you to actually hiring you very easily. Now consistency really beats random bursts of effort. Now Alex only posted twice a week but never skipped a week, so consistency is the key here. Now over the months he became the Etsy guy in his niche, and when people needed help his name came up first. Let me now give you tip number 5, which is to turn your knowledge into digital products. Now most people think that you need to be a guru to actually sell digital products. That's just simply not the case at all. Now if you solved a problem or took away a pain point for yourself, then you can actually package that solution for other people. For example, Emma, one of my students, was really good at creating meal plans for busy parents. So she turned her own weekly plan into a simple PDF guide using canva.com and started selling it on gumroad.com for just $9. And within just her first month, she had 42 sales with no fancy website and no paid ads. Now, I recommend starting with a problem that you've personally solved that your friends often ask about if you can do this. Now, it could be something like budgeting tips, home organisation checklists, workout trackers, or even pet care schedules. These are the types of resources that people love to download quickly. Now, you want to make sure that you don't overcomplicate the design. Tools like Canva, Google Documents, or even Notion.so are free and let you create really polished and professional looking guides without actually hiring a designer. Now, Emma's first product was literally a table and a few photos that she took with her smartphone, and people still really liked it. Now, there is a myth that you need a huge audience to make this work. In reality, you can make your first sales in small targeted communities. So you want to post your product in relevant Facebook groups, LinkedIn groups, and even Reddit threads, or even on Pinterest boards where people are already looking for solutions to their problems. Now, one of the most powerful strategies is to offer a small freebie that solves part of the problem. Then you can upsell your paid version after that. So what Emma did was she gave away a free 3-day meal plan on her Instagram, and the link to her full 30-day plan converted at 18% of those freebie downloaders into paying customers. Now you can actually make your offer much more irresistible by adding a bonus that feels like it should actually cost extra. So bonuses are a really good way to do this. For example, if you sell a budgeting spreadsheet, you can include a short video tutorial recorded for free with loom.com showing exactly how to actually use it. This adds some more perceived value without any extra cost to you. Now, another student of mine, James, took this to the next level by creating a Notion template for business owners and freelancers to actually track their projects. He shared a quick 15-second TikTok of him using it and just linked it to his Etsy.com listing, and he made his first $50 in a single weekend. Now the beauty is, once you create a digital product, it sells while you sleep. So you can just build it once and it can keep generating income without any more work involved. Wow, that's it for this one. Now, if you're serious about building your online business and creating a sustainable online income, take the next step now. Click the link below in the description or in the comments and go through to my website where you can find some free training resources to help you get started right away. These free step-by-step resources are designed to guide you through launching a successful online business and generating online income streams. So don't wait, take action today. Click the link below and start your journey right now. And please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. It really does energize and motivate me to create more content for you. Thank you very much indeed. And if you want to connect on social, you can find me on LinkedIn and Instagram. The links are in the description below. Thank you so much for watching and supporting the channel, and have a wonderful day.